Hello everyone and welcome to Sharpers Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2017. In the last episode, guys, I promised that if you gave the video 5 likes that I would bring one of the snakes on the channel. Unfortunately, we didn't quite hit 5 likes, but we did get quite a few views, so I was pretty happy with that. So I figured I'd make a compromise, and I would bring one of my smallest snakes on the channel first. Now that like goal still stands, but instead I'll drop it to 3 likes. Isn't that pathetic? 3 likes? And I do one of the likes. So if we get 3 likes, I'll bump it up a size on the snake, and then maybe we'll get through all of them at one point. But I'd like you guys to meet my smallest snake. This is Zoe. Zoe, where are you? There you are. So Zoe is actually a western hognose snake. They're native to the Texas area in the United States, and she's actually venomous. Now, she's not super venomous, otherwise I wouldn't be holding her, because I'm not an idiot. But western hognose snakes, their front fangs don't have venom, but the rear fangs do. So it takes quite a bit for her to actually bite with those fangs, and even if she does, the venom is the same amount as the venom in a bee sting. So it's not going to kill me, it'll just be kind of irritating. And she's never bit me. I've actually never been bit by any of my snakes, so maybe you guys will see that on camera for the first time. But of course you do have to get 3 likes, and then we'll bump up to the next snake size. So I'll have her here for a little bit, but she's getting a little antsy, so I might have to put her down at some point while we're recording. I just want to check. And she's kind of wrinkly, so that means that she might be shedding soon too. So I don't want to upset her, because when they shed, their skin's really fragile, and I have to hold her up like this the whole time, and that's going to be hard to do. So I'm actually going to set her down, because she's trying to look around. So I'm going to put her down so she can go do things on her own. And I accidentally forgot my fan on, so I'm going to turn that off quick. Sorry about that. And check my fingers, because she's actually got mites, which are kind of like fleas. So she's getting treated for those, and I don't want those crawling around on me, getting other snakes. That kind of nonsense. But anyways, I'm going to be trying to do more animal stuff with a different channel. So when I get that thing up and running, I'll let you guys know, and we'll get into that. But enough wasting time. We're going to go into the Buzzwole team. I do have an idea for the next team, so possibly we'll be seeing a new team soon on the channel. I typically like to work with the team a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't know about this team, so maybe we'll do another week with it. But we have Akeisha with Kartana, Garchomp, Arcanine, Mandibuzz, Tapu Lele, and Tapu Koko. So I do like Earthquake, so Metagross will be pretty good here. There is an Arcanine and a Garchomp, so I like my Lodic. We do have to worry about the Tapu Koko, though. And how do we deal with Tapu Koko? Not really well. This team does really have a problem with Tapu Koko, because the only way we have to deal with it is Metagross, and it doesn't resist its Thunderbolts. So I think that would be something that we'll need to change about this. I just don't know what we would change, though. I don't know, I'll have to think about that. If you guys have suggestions on what I should swap out for something that, like a ground type, hopefully, for Tapu Koko, or something that resists. I mean, my Tapu Koko resists, but he's just so frail, it doesn't really help. So I want Metagross, I want my Lodic. I'm thinking I have to bring my own Tapu Koko. And then do we go with our Murkrow? Or do we go with our Buzzwole? I have to decide pretty quickly here. I'm actually going to lead Metagross, Tapu Koko for sure. I know that. Let's bring my Lodic, and then let's do Buzzwole. Whew, that was quick. And Zoe's flopping around over here. To get her back in her tank, I might do that in between battles. So she's in a tub, but I think she'd prefer to be in her tank so she can sit in her water. Especially because she's about to shed. Yeah, she's still got bugs. I can see them on my hands. Grody. So let's see. Kartana Tapu Lele actually leads off my opponent, so no Mandibuzz. No Mandibuzz, and I wish I'd Volt Switch. I constantly wish I'd Volt Switch or U-turn on this Tapu Koko, but unfortunately not so much. No, we aren't able to get that. So here I just go for the Meteor Mash right into the Tapu Lele. Right? I don't have Murkrow, so I can't Earthquake freely. I don't really have a switch in. So what I'm going to do is I'll Meteor Mash the Tapu Lele, and I'll protect Tapu Koko this turn, I think. Or should I just hit? I'll just go for Thunderbolt on Kartana, just to break Focus Sash. I guess I should have checked to make sure. Well, I think I only brought Tapu Koko for Resist. When I see Tapu Lele switch for Garchomp, I almost Dazzling Gleamed too. I almost Dazzling Gleamed. And he's actually got Night Slash on Kartana. Not something you typically see on Kartana, but it is rather annoying to deal with. We're going to Thunderbolt off. Do a lot of damage to Kartana, almost 50%. And then I can get a Meteor Mash. Please connect. Thank you. So that should mean I can knock out Garchomp with the Dazzling Gleam. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close, folks. So now I definitely switch my Metagross out. I'm going to switch it for Buzzwole because I can take Earthquakes. And then I Dazzling Gleam. So I'm expecting to protect an Earthquake because it'll double KO or switch into Mandibuzz. Yeah, into Mandibuzz. Which isn't going to like this Dazzling Gleam, but we'll deal with it. It is going to get special defense boost too, so it's going to take it better than I would hope. And now Buzzwole can come in here. Not too much. Because if I do knock out Garchomp, that means Tapu Lele has a free switch in. And I do knock out Garchomp. So they were hoping to get an Earthquake off, but because they're not Scarfed, I should have thought about if it was Scarfed or not. That would have been bad. That would have been bad if it was Scarfed. Fortunately, it was not. Now, like I said, Tapu Lele gets to come in here for basically free. Yeah. I kind of wish I had Poison Jab on this Buzzwole at some points. Unfortunately, I do not. So I'm going to Leech Life the Tapu Lele, and I'll go for Thunderbolt into Mandibuzz. I'm kind of expecting him to expect me to protect Buzzwole, so he doesn't Psychic it, and he goes after the Tapu Koko, but I will outspeed the Tapu Lele anyway, so I will get this big Thunderbolt off of Mandibuzz. Unfortunately, not enough to KO, because of the special defense increase. We're going to see Psychic come out from Tapu Lele into Tapu Koko like I was expecting. Tapu Koko goes down, but it put a ton of damage out, so I'm not distraught by that. Now we can hit this Tapu Lele with a Leech Life after being hit by a resisted Snarl. So we are not doing too bad out here. Bop. Wow, that does a ton of damage to Tapu Lele. A lot more than I expected, to be honest. A lot more than I expected, to be honest with you. So now I can bring out Metagross. Meta. I was trying to think if it's worth it to even attack Tapu Lele, or if I should just switch to my Lodic. So he might attack the Buzzwole here. I'm going to protect Buzzwole, and I'm going to go for the Meteor Mash. Tapu Lele protects, so it wouldn't have even been worth it to switch out into my Lodic. My Buzzwole protects. That's unfortunate. Foul play. Oh, shoot, yeah. I should have switched out into my Lodic. Damn it. I didn't even think he would have foul play. I figured it was just going to have Snarl to deal with me, and I could have lived a Snarl, so. Now my Milotic comes out. Unfortunately, Buzzwole will faint here. Unless I get the Double Protect. I need Double Protect on Buzzwole to be able to win this. So I can Scald the Tapu Lele, which should hopefully take it out. Get it. Yes! There it is. Buzzwole gets the Double Protect. Psychic into the Buzzwole. Perfect. Snarl me, Mandibuzz. You won't. Oh, you roost. You poophead. Alright. Well, Mandibuzz gets its roost off. And then my Lodic Scald needs to take out Tapu Lele here. Hacks in our favor, finally? Hello, nurse? The weirdness will disappear from the battlefield, but it does not matter anymore. It did matter when I bullet punch, but unfortunately. But now the Kartana comes in, and my Lodic has to worry about that. I'm always slightly confused on the thing. What am I trying to say? I'm always slightly confused on the calcs for Leaf Blade. So what I'll do is I'll Pummeling the Kartana and protect my Milotic, because I need to keep my Milotic alive to be able to ensure... Yep, there's Leaf Blade, to ensure the victory. Mandibuzz will go for foul play into Buzzwole. I am pretty offensive, but I also resist that, and I'm bulky, so we'll take that pretty well. And then my all-out Pummeling will knock out the Kartana. I could have just went for Hammer Arm, because I do underspeed Mandibuzz anyway, so that probably would have been the better idea. But also, if the Kartana was protected, this should have taken it out, hopefully. And then I wouldn't have had to worry about Leaf Blade on my Lodic the following turn, so... I think it was a better play to use the Z move on the Kartana. I still agree with this play, and I can Ice Punch the Mandibuzz too, and we're +1 now, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage. I can just double Ice move the Kartana, or the Mandibuzz, sorry, at this point. So all because of that double protect, we end up winning. I would be so mad if I was him. I would be so mad if I was him. Can't tell if those are mites or not. I think they are. The nice thing about, this is back to reptiles, and the mites that my poor little snaky poo has, reptile mites don't suck blood from any other animals, just reptiles, but they can be very problematic in reptiles. That's why she actually lives in my bedroom, while the rest of the reptiles live in a different room, so it's not spreading to them, because it could get bad real quick, so we want to keep her away from everybody until they're all gone, which will hopefully be soon. We're going to get one more battle here with this team. This could possibly be the last battle, depending on if I get a team ready or not over the weekend. And knowing me, I won't. So, we're up to 1569, is that? 69. Not doing too bad. We finally got a hold of this team. This team is actually a lot better than I originally gave it credit for. Just needed some time to get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of luck. A little less luck against us and more for us. But let's see if we can find opponents. 1522 rated player from Ecuador. I know a lot of US players probably aren't playing right now because this is actually the day before internationals. So they're probably all testing and stuff on their own. So what can you do? But Alolan Muck, Porygon Z, Tapu Fini, Garchomp, Arcanine, and Scizor. That being said, if you guys are watching this the day that it goes up, which is Friday the 30th, International should be streaming right now on Twitch, so be sure to go check out the Pokemon channel to watch that live. It's really cool. I'll probably be watching it live because I have the day off finally. But anyway, back to the team. Alolan Muck, Porygon Z, Tapu Fini, Garchomp, Arcanine, and Scizor. My Milotic does really well here against the Garchomp and the Arcanine. Aside from that, what do we bring as well? I think I need to bring my Tapu Koko just because of the Tapu Fini. I could bring Arcanine, and I'm thinking probably Murkrow. I don't necessarily need Buzzwole here. Or do I? No, not really. So what I'm going to do actually is Murkrow. I think my Lodic's a pretty good lead against everything. And then Tapu Koko and Arcanine in the back. Oh boy, howdy. Porygon Z could be a problem, obviously, especially if he has a Z conversion off and it's electric type, because then my Lodic's not going to like that. And we already figured out our team's pretty weak to electricity, especially special electricity, because Buzzwole. But we'll have to deal with that if it comes up. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he's, hopefully he's too afraid of the ugly, what's his name? Frickin' Buzzwole. To bring it, but I guess this Tapu Fini covered it pretty well. And I don't have my Tapu Koko out here like I'd like. It's a download Porygon Z though, so it might not be conversion. Because those are typically adaptability, so you get the adaptability boost on top of it. It's really, really strange. What I'm going to do is taunt the Tapu Fini here. And I am going to switch my Milotic out for Tapu Koko. Hopefully I don't get doubled. Hopefully I don't get like hyper beamed or some stupidity as well. Because I'll just die. I'll just straight up die. I'll be dead. I do get rid of the Misty terrain, not that that really matters at this point. We get the taunt off on the Tapu Fini. So I can't Calm Mind. Z move. It is the Normalium Z. Is it Z conversion though? It'd be very strange if it is. It is Z conversion. That's really weird. And I couldn't have taunted it because Z moves go through taunt because they're stupid. It's Ghost type? Okay, I guess that's why he wasn't afraid of the Buzzwole for it. We're going to see Moonblast into Murkrow. We are going to be able to survive it. And now I'm going to Tailwind with the Murkrow. And I guess I could Thunderbolt Tapu Fini, but I think it's going to protect here, so I'm going to Thunderbolt to Porygon Z. It is a +1 in every stat. I kind of wish I would have Tailwind turn 1, because then I could have Foul Played the Porygon Z, but I had no way of knowing he was going to turn into a Ghost type. Which, it's a fun tech, but I don't think it works as well in doubles. I think it works better in singles. Tapu Fini actually switches out, so there is a possibility that Murkrow is able to get off an attack the following turn, which will be nice, because we get Tailwind up. Almost Dazzling Gleam, too. Almost Dazzling Gleamed. We switched into Garchomp, so he wouldn't take a Thunderbolt. Porygon Z Thunderbolts, though, so Murkrow will go down here, unfortunately. And I get a Thunderbolt off into the Porygon Z, which will do a boatload of damage. And I'll bring out my Milotic here. So I can actually Thunderbolt the Porygon Z and Ice Beam the Garchomp this turn and not have to protect. Because I was going to protect my Milotic so that it wasn't getting KO'd by the Porygon Z. Yeah, I'm going to Thunderbolt Porygon Z because I don't think a Dazzling Gleam will be able to get it, unfortunately. So hopefully this Garchomp isn't Yache Berry or Assault Vest, because then it will live in Ice Beam. They're gonna withdraw Garchomp though for Tapu Fini. Yep, and I can just Thunderbolt Tapu Fini this following turn. So not too worried about that one. I mean, Misty Surge does get rid of our Thunderbolt boost, unfortunately, but bop. Now we'll take out the Porygon Z, which is nice. There was that possibility that switching the trains could mess that up, but it did not. Can we freeze? No freeze for us. We just get frozen all the time. We don't get to freeze other people, though. Alright, and then I'm hoping Garchomp comes out here. As long as it's not something that can really hurt my Milotic, we should be fine. It's going to be a Alolan Muck, which is fine by me, honestly. Honestly, that's fine by me. I'm going to Scald the Muck, and I'm going to protect my Tapu Koko here, because I don't want him getting bodied. I just want to see what the Muck's going to do. Did I bring Metagross? I brought Arcanine. Arcanine's my last Pokemon, that's right. That's right. But after this Protect, I can switch Tapu Koko out for the Arcanine, decreasing the Muck's attack. And then we also have Wild Charge for Tapu Fini, which will be nice. And then we can reset our terrain as well, which will be double nice. Tapu Koko protects. Does Tapu Fini have Protect? That's the question. We're going to get Scald off first, obviously, because of Tailwind. Can we get the Burn? No Burn. Oh, because of the terrain. We're going to see Muddy Water, though. This can possibly give my Milotic an accuracy drop, but then they'll also give us a +2 in special attack, so... It does give us the accuracy drop, so there's a +2 in special attack. Lights on my phone's bothering me, so I had to get rid of the notification. We're going to see Knockoff, though, from the Muck. That's not good, because that gets rid of my Citrus Berry, which I really like having that. Please, give it back. So, calling the Protect from the Tapu Koko. Oh, Tapu Koko. I don't necessarily need to keep Tapu Koko alive, though. So I'm going to Scald the Muck, possibly another Burn, plus we're a +2. Plus we're a +2. And then I'll Thunderbolt the Fini here. I should have Thunderbolted last turn. And they have Protect! I could have switched an Arcanine in there. We need to get the Burn on the Muck now, because otherwise we're dead. And then that Tapu Fini is a really big problem. Burn him, burn him, burn him. We're going to see Figgy Berry. Just burn it, activate after the berries. Nope. That's rather unfortunate. Oh, I can't burn them. Why do I keep thinking I can burn them? And the stupid train's up. I should have switched an Arcane on there. I really thought it didn't have Protect because I thought it would have went for it that turn. But obviously not. Obviously I was mistaken. Now the attack drops come in. I'm going to recover my Lodic here. And then I'm going to Wild Charge into the Tapu Fini. I was misplaying there. I kept hoping for burns when I can't get burns because of the terrain. For those of you who don't know, Tapu Fini's terrain does stop status effects from happening. Even as secondary effects. Almost 50%. As Calm Mind. That's not going to help you, dude. Because I can Wild Charge you now. Again. Hopefully you miss Muddy Water, and then I can Extreme Speed, and all will be good in the world. My load gets the recover up. Muck goes for knockoff into Arcana, which unfortunately gets rid of her Aguav berry. Which unfortunately gets rid of that berry. And then Terrain, can you go away, please? I'm going to Scald the Muck. And I think I'll Flare Blitz Muck, because I think he protects Tapu Fini and tries to get rid of Arcanine with Muck, right? Yeah, let's do that. Protect the Fini. I could have Wild Charged Fini again. Oh wow, that did a lot. I didn't want it to do that much. Miss! Fuck. Of course, double hit. Watch this. Hits Arcanine, drops my special attack. Or my accuracy, sorry. So Arcanine's gonna faint. No drop. Unfortunately, we're not missing any of these Scalds. So now I can hit that Muck. Unfortunately, we have to rely on Scalds. The mist finally disappears. We can come out of this, but it's not gonna be too great. So what I'm gonna protect here, because I'm expecting the Tapu Fini to protect, and then the Garchomp to go for Earthquake. Or possibly the Garchomp to protect. The only problem will be if Tapu Fini, like, Column Mines, because that's just going to make it harder for me in the long run. Garchomp goes for Poison Jab, so he's not Earthquaking his own Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini's going to Calm Mind. Yep. He's going to sit there and try and set up. That's going to be problematic. So it has Calm Mind, Protect, Muddy Water. I assume it has Moonblast. If it doesn't, it'll be in a pickle. But I'm assuming it does. I'm going to Ice Beam the Garchomp here, just get rid of that so it's not putting extra damage on me. There's the Poison Jab. Please don't frickin' poison me. Critical hit. Thanks. Calm Mind. Calm Mind. And I don't know that we get around this Fini now. I let it set up too much. Fortunately, we hit the Ice Beam. Should take out Garchomp unless it's like Focus Sash. Nope. Could have been Choice Scarf Garchomp. This is the one thing I don't like about my Lodic. I love my Lodic, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Definitely my favorite water type. But it's hard for it to do things to other water types. I wish I had Toxic on this thing at this point in time. And then, like, outside of that, you can run, like, Mirror Coat and then hope they can hit you hard, which isn't a great strategy. And Hidden Powers. That's about it. It's rather unfortunate, because then a lot of other water types usually can bulk you out. If I had Toxic on this thing, though, we'd be fine. Tapu Fini's just going to get up to +6/+6, I guess. Hoping for the one-hit KO Moonblast, I guess. Let's see how much this Skull does. We are +2. God, that does nothing. Burn it! Burn it! We just burn it, please. The only hope we have is to burn it. I mean, even the burn's not going to help because it has leftovers. Oops. That's what I want to do. I want to check its stats. Come on. It has one more to do, so I think he's going to go for that last one, so I'm going to Scald here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're going to get to +6/+6 and then attack. So what I'm going to do is recover on that turn. Oops. Well, you guys can't see it, but I can. It's annoying. Just trying to update my software. Still no burnt Milotic. Come on. We need to counteract this stupid leftovers. Alright, so now I recover here. See if I can live a Moonblast. Possibly get another increase in special attack. The unfortunate thing about Moonblast is we live. And we get the special attack drop, so we go up by 2. So from 2 down to 1, back up to 3. But we won't live another Moonblast is the problem. Yeah. Shite. Yeah. We're not going to win this one, so there's really no reason to stall it out. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, they really got me with the Protect. I really was not expecting Tapu Fini to have Protect. They typically don't. And I would have assumed if it did have Protect, it would have gone for it the turn I protected. So that was a really good play from my opponent. Good job, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you want to see the next size of snake, because I do have 7 here, and that was just number 1, so we can keep exponentially increasing in size if you want to do that. So be sure to get this video to 3 likes. I'll bring the next one out. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone.